Let's talk about removing items from your inventory for personal use. That is, you use products in your inventory, you give products away for advertising purposes, or you've damaged products that are in your inventory and you need to remove them. To create a new personal transaction, go to the Personal menu and choose New Personal Transaction. You'll notice the Edit Personal Transaction window is displayed. Today's date is automatically filled in the date box, and then you have the ability to select between 4 types of personal transactions. By default, the P transaction type is selected, which is personal. You also have the ability to select A for advertising, L for loss or damage, and R for return. For this transaction, I will choose L for loss or damage. You'll notice when I select L, the description loss, damage is displayed. You'll also notice to the right that I have the ability to select tax options. I can create a personal transaction and figure tax on either dealer cost or retail. Typically, you're going to want to choose the option that you chose when you bought the product originally. In this case, I'm going to leave the selection at tax on retail. Now, next I would choose the quantity that I'm removing from inventory. In this case, I'm going to say 7. And then I choose a stock number. I can choose a stock number in one of 2 ways. I can select it from a drop-down list, or I can type the stock number in. Now, in this case, I'm going to type AMOQT, and I'll hit the Tab key to leave. Once I hit the Tab key, that stock number is looked up and the description of the stock number is displayed to verify that that's the stock number that you intended to enter. Next, I have the ability to add a reason for my withdrawal. I'm going to put as my reason lost product. Next, in the summary data, you'll see that it has automatically calculated the dealer cost of the product that I'm removing, the shipping cost that I paid for, the sales tax, and then if any special tax should be included, it will include that as well. All those numbers are included in the total cost, and then to save my personal transaction, I click the Apply button. If I wish to create a new personal transaction from this location, I simply click Add and add the next line. In this case, I'll choose Advertising, Giveaway. I'll say I want to remove 1 AMP. You'll notice that it does display Metal Protector to the right, so I know I've got the right product. In this case, my reason for withdrawal is for advertising purposes. I will type advertising at trade show. You'll notice again that each field contains the appropriate amounts and the total cost is displayed. And to save this, I can simply click Apply. Now I have 2 personal transactions in my database. I can navigate between the 2 by clicking the previous button and the next button. I can also edit any one of these by clicking and then just typing my new value. In this case, I'll just add the word new to the end of the reason for withdrawal. When I click Apply, it saves it. Then you'll notice when I go back to it, the word new is there. Now, if I decide I want to make a change and by mistake delete too much and perhaps I don't remember what my original reason was, then as long as I have not clicked the Apply button, I can click Restore instead, and it will bring back the original values of this record. At any point, I can delete a personal transaction by clicking the Delete button. You'll notice, as it does in other screens, the word Delete displays on the screen in red. At any point, I can undelete or prevent the delete from happening by clicking the Restore button. However, if I'm sure that I want to delete this record, I can delete it by clicking delete once, then moving previous or next, or I can click delete a second time and it will ask me if I'm sure I want to delete. In this case, I'll say yes. Notice that because this transaction took information out of my inventory, it's asking me, do you want AMSWin to automatically update your inventory? I.e., do you want it to put that one AMP back in inventory? If I choose yes, then my inventory will now reflect that one AMP in my inventory. Similarly, if I found one, let's say I found 4 of the 7 items that I had originally removed from inventory for loss or damage, these AMOQT items. What I will do is edit my quantity from 7 to 3. That means that 3 are still unaccounted for, but 4 of the 7 I did find. I then click apply, and it has been saved.